This is my dear friend, Sylvia O'Stayformore. And, well, actually, me and Louvel have both pretty good friends with you all these years.
Yeah.
And she's stepping in while our lovely Louvel is having a little bit of, well, you all know what we talked about it on the other episodes. And we're excited to have you here, really.
Yeah.
Thankful that you could take time out of your very busy schedule. And she is very busy.
I tend to be, yes. Thank you, though.
To spend some time with us today. We're going to learn a lot about Sylvia and what makes her an icon of the drag scene.
Old, yeah.
Yeah, well, you're not older than me, girl.
Oh, just a day younger.
I'm older than her.
Day younger.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah. Well,
you're still beautiful.
Well, you know.
Yeah. You don't
to certain people, I'm beautiful. So should we get going?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do it.
If you like your tea with a side of shade, just sit right back, cause you've got it made. These girls are here to gab and tish, and they do it all with a sassy swish. Always dusted, never busted, it's true, don't you know? Always dusted, never busted, it's the Punching Judys show.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, everybody.
So excited to have you here.
I missed you just a little bit.
Yeah, you know, that whole montage, that whole, minute or something that we were gone?
At least.
Whew, a lot of things happened during that, didn't they?
Well, you know, I always say edit. It's always a good friend.
She ran outside and started flirting with the guy next door.
Oh, my
and,
word.
I had to drag her back in.
I saw one coming in as I was just jogging. He was enjoying the sunlight.
Yeah.
And he was just masculine and
He
big. And oh, my
what
word,
you might know about
neighborhood
Sylvia,
here.
she does love a good man. Yeah, she was out there.
Yeah.
He was cute though.
Yes.
I do like guys with kind of long hair like that.
Oh, yes.
You know?
Yes.
He kind of reminded me of one of those sexy 70s dudes. It's kind of the thing now, you know. Longer hair and sort of those goatee porn star mustaches.
Oh, yes.
Yummy.
Yes. I like him a little fuller, but yeah, I'll take him. Sure.
Oh, well.
I've
never heard you turn anyone down, have you?
No, I really have. No, I'm not that picky.
I'm not that kind of girl.
No. Whatever opportunities are there, darling, you just reach out and grab.
That's right.
Hello.
That's right.
Hello.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
At least you know.
I know.
At least you know who you are, right?
Yes, I do. I know exactly who I am.
And who is that?
Trouble.
Absolutely. Hey, shall we get started with our favorite things?
Sure. I'd love to do my favorite things.
Favorite things.
Favorite things.
Favorite, lots of things to do and see. Favorite, all the things we love.
Well. Here we are, back again, and it's favorite things.
Yes.
And you know, I don't know, but this is the best time to sort of talk about your favorite things of the week, Sylvia.
Yes.
So, what's your favorite thing this week?
Oh, you wanted me to start first?
Well, why not?
All right. Well,
I mean, I could start first.
No, I'm fine. I can start first.
All right.
So, a friend of mine who is a farmer over on Lopez Island.
Oh, she's into the farmers.
Oh, well, he's a naked yoga farmer.
Well,
so, yeah.
Naked yoga farmer. I'm all in.
Beautiful.
Where do I subscribe?
Derek Eisel, and he does Lopez Island, and you can check him out every Sunday at the market when they're running the market in Lopez Island.
Well, I actually went and saw him and Bobby Joe.
Yes.
And it was wonderful.
They are amazing.
They really are.
They're amazing. And he did a poem this week that really kind of struck a chord for me.
Did he write it?
Yes, he wrote it his very own self.
Wow.
And sometimes he actually publishes little books with his poetry and naked art in it. It's beautiful.
You know, he makes great eggs too.
Well, not him. But the
that would be
chickens,
odd, wouldn't it?
Yeah, the chickens that he raises do.
Yeah,
he does. He
they're
does some really
delicious.
ones. Yes. Did you order some from the island?
Well, I won some. Yeah. They were giving away. If you can answer questions, you won a dozen eggs from his chickens.
And they're good eggs.
Oh, they are wonderful.
They're well loved.
Oh my God!
Chickens.
I really loved them so much. But anyways, on with the poem.
Okay.
Oh, you'll notice that I tend to interrupt.
That's fine. That's fine.
This is Louvel says that I'm terrible this way.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Can you believe she treats me really bad?
Oh, you poor thing.
I feel abused.
And for all the money that you pay her to come and do this.
That's right.
Oh.
Literally nothing. But she does get to live in the house. So.
That's right. At least that.
So she's going to read a poem.
I'm going to read a poem.
All right.
Are you ready now?
Now, yeah.
Okay. All right. How to pull a thistle. Do it on a sunny day. Don't plan ahead. Wait until the soil is warm and the digging fork pushes easily in under your boot.
Oh.
Sit down after you do it.
Wow.
Say a prayer. Feel the ease.
Mm-hmm.
Fold the soil back and follow the root with your fingers till you find the whole thing.
Sylvia, can I just say this is, it's kind of sexy.
I know, that's why I love it so much. Try not to get all moral about it.
Oh, absolutely.
Just put that tender white thing that never saw the light of day under the little bit of green in the compost bin.
Wow.
You know now not to let it get too big. You know now to stay on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
Kill it
mm-hmm.
before it goes to seed and crowds out everything on its relentless mark across globe colonizing.
Oh.
Listen, I said try not to get all moral about it. Just take your time with it, enjoy the feeling, understand it will never be completely gone, but won't be a problem in your garden from now on till you stop.
I love it.
Isn't that amazing?
Did he write that?
Well, I didn't write it, no.
No, did he write that?
Yes, he did.
Oh, he is,
in between his gardening duties. He is so beautiful.
That guy.
And so pretty. And he can do all those lotus positions and standing on one foot naked, and it's just amazing.
That's you doing like that sort of stuff.
I love that. And then he'll do those handstands in his garden patch naked, so you see his butt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
I love that too. We're gonna leave and go look for some men.
I love that poem basically because of like all the crazy stuff that's going on in the world today, and you know how we need to work on pulling out thistles in our life and get rid of them.
That's right.
By showing love and leading with love and acceptance through everything. So that's
right.
Yes. That was my favorite thing
I don't disagree. Anything else your favorite this week? I know that you had, Sylvia does this story time.
Oh, yes.
And she's, you've been in like the New York Times and stuff, haven't you?
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yes. New York Times, LA Times.
That's right.
What is the big worldwide one that's...
The Guardian?
Well, not The Guardian, but what's the Rutgers?
Oh,
we were
Reuters.
By Reuters
yeah.
and NPR, and we were on King 5, and we were also on all the local newspapers for the same group that were going up in protest against the children's reading hour that I do every month in Renton.
That's right.
Yes, in a small little tap room. And somehow I think the thing was that I had done a reading hour and bingo at a school in Ballard, just in this area.
Wow!
And it caused a kerfuffle.
Well, and nobody wants to cause a kerfuffle.
No. And apparently it was only a kerfuffle for this one person, or maybe 2 or 3 people, where they don't like that drag queens are actually educating or helping and opening up eyes and ideas and so forth with people, because we've got to keep slave labor going, and so they don't want anybody to really know the difference of anything like that. So feeling acceptance, they've always felt out of place and so forth, and they've been invited, but no one wants them. So they were upset that I was reading, and so they planned a protest, which didn't end up showing up. But
lots of good people showed up and supported you, didn't they?
Yes, a huge group amount showed up in Ballard and last night in Renton.
Oh, good.
So it was wonderful.
But I love that. And, I know you've done it for many years.
Since COVID,
they really enjoy it.
2021.
Yeah, a lot of families bring their...
It's a full
their
night.
Dogs and
they wandering dogs.
Wandering dogs.
CBD.
I heard that's supposed to be a bad thing, apparently.
And children, wandering dogs, CBD, beers served, and non-alcoholic beverages are also there. And then we read liberal stories to the children.
Oh, they're not that liberal.
Oh, they're liberal as liberal can be. They're banned.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, banned by their... But, as long as there's anything that says gay or rainbow on it, they're going to ban it.
Oh, dear.
Or even women's rights. Or even black. Or even Hispanic. Or anything but white, cis, old, ugly males. Yeah. Then that's basically what they'll ban.
Well, kind of me without my makeup. But I'm not a cisgender.
That's true.
I guess I am.
You're more gender fluid.
I am. Well, I am. Anyways, that's wonderful that that they had your back. Really,
it was a wonderful.
And they had your
show of
front
support.
too, didn't they?
They did.
Yeah.
We had a DJ pull up with a van and played music against whatever didn't materialize, but they had a party out there, and all the parking spaces were taken. And then we had the Dykes on Bikes there, and a bunch of other security people coming up and doing stuff, and it was just wonderful to see the support. It was
like a Sylvia Palooza.
It was a Sylvia Palooza.
Yeah, it was a Sylvia Palooza right there in
love
Renton.
and support and people and rainbow flags and
all
the
Renton,
people that
right?
were in Renton.
This is why she is loved and beloved in this little hamlet of Seattle. Yeah.
Which isn't very little, but yes.
Well, it is compared to some of the cities that,
certainly, yeah.
I don't know if
New York
if you knew this.
Yeah.
And I was telling Louvel this a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And those of you know what I'm about to tell her. But we need to share it with Sylvia because we would not want her to be out of the loop.
Oh.
But...
I probably am.
Well,
not hard.
That's right. But we now have more listeners on the podcast.
Wow.
In the UK than in the United States.
Well, hello, UK. Welcome to America.
That's right.
Oh, that's adorable.
Like 57% of our listeners.
Really? What part of the UK?
Well, all over.
We've
got like Scotland and
what
Essex
about Wales?
and Sussex and
I
Wales
love Scotland.
And on the south end and around
around the backside.
Yeah, around the backside.
Yeah.
And,
how about Sweden? Are we in there?
Well, I don't have any Swedish listeners, but we do have some German listeners from Saxony.
German.
And we have some listeners in Guernsey.
Guernsey, where's that?
We really want to get a letter from the people in Guernsey.
Where's the Guernsey people?
It's a little island between in the English Channel.
Oh,
between Europe, between
I
France
wonder what they
and
do for
Paris.
For stuff to do in Guernsey.
Well, apparently they listen to our crazy little program.
Have you ever been over there?
I have not.
Oh.
Now, I have been to England.
Yes, you're a very international traveler.
Well, I was saying to Louvel last week that I was Miss Bacon Strip, United States International. In perpetuity. And,
And you carried that title with pride and dignity.
Yes.
For the full year.
I did.
Yes.
I believe I may have set the record of how many shows I did.
Yeah, probably. You did a ton of shows.
I did pretty much
every one. And you produced your own and everything. No, you did every one.
Did, yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Listen, I loved being Miss Bacon Strip.
It was wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm proud to have carried that title. Yeah.
And it
was heavy. It was a heavy thing to carry. You don't know that crown it weighed over 5 pounds, maybe.
Yes, at least. And I have just purchased, spared none expense, and gotten the backup crowns. They were shipped in via high-end paper-wrapped shrink wrap. And I opened it up and I thought, this must be some extra cording or something I ordered. And no, it was the crown.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they were all wrapped up in plastic.
I will probably bring my crown out.
You should.
When we talk about things in miscellaneous. It's the 20th anniversary of Bacon Strip, and we are going to explore the history of this wonderful, really, I would call it an institution.
Well, thank you.
I would call it one of the great institutions.
For doing it. And,
probably lots of people should have been institutionalized. Instead, we made them Bacon Strip queens.
That's right. And it's always been fun.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled. So, let's take a little break, and maybe I'll get out my crown.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We'll be back for miscellaneous.
Put a missile.
A missile?
With any anus.
Oh, Miss Ruby.
What you'll get is miscellaneous.
Welcome back. No, I did not get the matching earrings. I feel like I might have gotten cheated.
No. No, actually, this was the higher end crown.
This is my bacon strip crown.
Is beautiful.
Oh, by the way, welcome back. It's Miscellaneous.
Hello.
And we've been talking while you've been away about this. This is the beautiful crown that I was awarded for being Miss Bacon Strip 2023, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
You can just sit and watch it sparkle.
It does sparkle. It's mesmerizing, really.
Nice. That's fun.
Do you feel mesmerized?
I feel mesmerized.
Yeah. You gotta lift it.
Is it live or is it Memorex?
I think it's. Oh, look at how good I looked.
Yeah. It's so pretty.
Oh.
Yeah. And this hairstyle is very close to some of my wigs.
Look at how good I look in that.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
You don't have the crown wig anymore, or didn't you have a whole?
I do have the crown wig.
Yeah. That it all lived in.
But you know, I like to sleep with it on sometimes. People think that's odd, but
no, it's fine.
You know, I slept with a lot of people to get that crown.
That's true. You did.
Hey, you know.
That's fun.
I'm very...
and the one crown that I had for the show crown is so uncomfortable. It only lives in one wig that is uncomfortable anyway. So it
says bacon on it.
No, that one stays in an acrylic box. That was made by one of our sound techs.
Yeah, it's
and light techs.
Listen,
beautiful.
it's gorgeous.
It's fun.
It's sort of like the original.
It is the original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you make the original winner return it?
Yeah, I don't let them take it home.
Good.
Yeah, they'd get one of these.
Yeah.
Which is nice. It's a nice souvenir.
You can go ahead and put it. Yes, put it down over there, and
okay.
We'll.
I'll put it down right here.
Please don't break it.
I won't.
Or I will have to. I'll have to kill you. You know, just saying.
Yeah, I get it.
But you know,
I get it.
Speaking of bacon strip, it's been how many years now?
This year will be our 20th anniversary in November.
20 years.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Give or take. But yes, it's about 20 years.
Yeah.
And that had COVID inside of it, which we were for about
that doesn't
a year.
make that it didn't happen. I remember watching some of your COVID productions over the internet.
Yes.
That
we had to do that.
That was something, wasn't it?
I refused to let it die. So
I guess what I really would love to ask you some questions and to talk about the 20 years of
sure.
You know, bacon strip.
Sure.
Number one question is how does here's something that me and Sylvia have in common. Mm-hmm. As many of you know, I'm from Utah.
Yes.
I was a sweet little Utah boy that got involved in drag in Las Vegas. Mm-hmm. Then I had my tragic magic accident when I lost my legs.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. I was working with an amateur musician. Never work with an amateur magician.
No.
It's a surefire way to lose your legs.
That's right.
That's not good. And then I ended up in San Francisco, and I ended up in that prison in Colombia for running drugs, even though I didn't even know I was running drugs.
Oh, well, because you don't have any
legs. And then I was in New York, and then I ended up in Seattle, and I was at one of your bacon strip shows.
Yes.
And I was sitting on the front row, and you said...
and I loved your look.
That's right. She said, "Who the hell are you? And what are you doing at my show?" And I said, "Well, I'm a Miss Ruby."
Yep.
And I'm originally from Utah. And she said,
"You didn't even say that.
behold."
That was something we did later.
Oh.
But you said, "I am the original drag puppet."
That is right.
Yeah. And I said, I need to have a drag puppet in this show.
And that's the way history's written.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
I'm not changing it.
No, you're not one to rewrite
No matter
history.
what the Republicans say, or try to change or burn.
No.
Yep.
No.
Nope.
Not a rewriter of history.
Nope.
But so the burning question for me is, how the hell did it end up with that name?
Bacon strip?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, that's a crazy name. You got to admit.
It is a crazy name. It was 2000. I'll take you clear back to when it started. 2005. I had just gotten back from a trip to San Francisco to try to be inspired, because at the time there were no other shows in Seattle that I was really interested in joining.
In other words, she wanted to go her own way.
Well, that's the kind of way that you and I think,
go her own way.
If we don't have shows that are there and doing something that we really want to be a part of, just go and make your own.
Go your own way.
So I did.
So you were in San Francisco, and you came
and
home
I saw,
to Seattle.
Tranny Shack. I just loved that they were a bunch of punk rock drag queens that liked to do things a little differently, and it wasn't a normal drag queen kind of show. It was not a RuPaul Drag Race.
I don't know if you know this, but Sylvia is not a normal drag queen.
I know. I'm not. I'm
not
kind of
normal
a different ilk. or brand.
Oh, so well, yeah, that's true.
So I decided that I was going to start my own, and Rebar, which was our punk rock theater bar in Seattle, said, I would love to host you guys doing it. And I was like, oh my word, then we've got to do it.
Yeah.
And it was originally going to be a DJ night and a dance party night, and then drag was going to be the show to start off with.
Yes.
And then it was going to be a themed, it's always been a themed show.
Right.
And then if you came in costume, you could get the price lowered.
Wow.
From $7 to $5.
Nobody gets a $5 drag show anymore.
No. And that was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago.
And I wasn't paying anybody anything. So it was pretty good. And we took off from there and just kept doing it and just kind of creating our own
now that
magic.
was a very creative time for the Rebar, wasn't it?
It was.
There was you and Dina Martina.
Yes.
And there were several other.
Faux Bang was going at that point. We had a
yeah.
bunch of other, I had even done my little cabaret, Lady Sings the Brews, which was all songs about coffee.
Oh, actually, we did songs about coffee.
Yes, we did at our brunch show.
We had a little brunch show, and that's kind of when I got started with you in the old Palace Theater.
The Palace Theater,
that's
my
right.
bar.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And that's where I met Louvel.
That's right.
Well, her and I had met in New York, but I met her again at your club, and I didn't realize that
you knew
was
each other in New York.
Oh, we used to hang out in New York. We got in a lot of trouble together.
Oh my!
Oh yeah!
Oh, I had no idea.
Oh yeah! Oh. And Louvel, she's trouble.
She is trouble.
She is trouble. And of course, I had just gotten out of prison in Colombia.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So I was a good girl trying to be. I was a bad girl trying to be good, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then I came to Seattle, and then lo and behold, she shows up, and there was that.
And there it is.
I've been around.
Yeah. Well,
that's
we all have.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, so tell me about those first couple of years.
The first couple of years were fun. We'd just do different themes. It wasn't necessarily that organized, but it was much later.
Is it even organized now?
No, but it's much
like
more
organized chaos, really.
Yeah, because
it's
we
wonderful.
would just kind of give you the theme, and then we went from there.
That's right.
And then Honey Bucket, which is my co-hostess, came on.
Also known as Honey Bouquet.
Honey Bouquet. Came onto the scene later on, and she brought the Excel spreadsheets. And that's kind of
it's
kept
changed
us going.
the world, hasn't it?
I love it.
There's nothing like an Excel spreadsheet to make drag queens do their thing in order.
And
That's right.
you get things much more organized.
That's right.
It was much easier.
Yeah.
And now we're not gathering CDs just before the show anymore. Or
I bet that was something.
And then if they worked, you had to test them and make sure. And then Rebar was infamous as far as their sound system was horrible.
Well.
And so you had to keep working with it because the ghosts would make the microphone stop. And we had Lu Ying there helping with the sound.
But it was a wonderful
it was beautiful,
space, wasn't it?
Magical.
Yeah.
But
I remember
definitely had its
seeing
problems.
one of the early productions outside of New York of Hedwig and the Angry Inch there.
Yes.
And that was wonderful. That was really wonderful.
He was very good during that show.
So how long did you do it there at the?
We were there 7 years. Yeah, and then went from there to briefly a couple times at Chop Suey, and then we went to Theater Off Jackson. Right after that.
Well, now tell me some of your favorite crazy, funny things that. She's birthed a lot of. I wouldn't say you birthed them. She does not have those kind of hips.
No, I provided the space in which people could create.
That's right.
Yes.
So let's talk about some of those people.
Okay.
There was a lot of great people that came out of.
Who were your favorites?
Your room, so to speak.
Yes.
I like Apostrophe.
Apostrophe is
I'll tell you, the one that horrified me the most was the Colony.
Yeah.
Scared the dickens out of me.
Yes.
Almost made me give up drag.
Yeah. Oh, she wasn't that bad.
Oh.
But we did always have the disclaimer of we don't provide therapy after this.
Right. I needed therapy.
Yeah. There's a couple of those things.
The one which she won the Miss Bacon Strip crown?
Yes.
Oh, Lord. Whew.
I can't remember what she did for that.
Oh, well, I remember. She was on a ladder, and she had something in her nylons, and somebody cut open her nylons, and a bunch of crap came flying out of it into the audience, and I was like, oh, Lord, I have arrived in a nightmare, and I was like, beautiful. Oh, dear God.
Yeah. Yeah, it was amazing.
What was one of your favorites?
One of my favorites is one of the first that they did, and it was Colony doing the ambrosia salad to Wrecking Ball with Emmylou Harris.
Emmylou Harris.
And it's such a sweet and dark song. And they came out with her and a dear friend of mine, Paul McKee, who's also an artist. And they came out with a huge tub, like full of ambrosia salad.
Oh, dear.
And they slopped it from a carry-on thing onto the stage, and it was in a big Tupperware container, and then had 2 of those, plus ranch dressing, plus a bunch of other liquidy things.
We know a lot about ranch dressing, don't we, listeners?
I love ranch dressing.
I was telling a story about Louvel chugging ranch dressing when we went out to dinner one night.
Oh, my.
She likes to chug it between bites of
I didn't realize
pizza,
that.
yeah.
Oh, my.
But all this ambrosia and
anyway,
end up in the audience?
She comes out in the beginning of the song, comes out in kind of this hot pants thing with these... it's a hot pants outfit kind of stuff. And then Paul comes out in a Farmer Joe outfit and then slaps these big tubs of ambrosia salad and starts proceeding to shove that ambrosia salad down her pantyhose and spraying her all over with ranch. And then they pretend to have intercourse on the stage, rubbing up against all of that, all over the stage. Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
And now you understand.
It was the final act of that show.
And now you know.
Yeah.
And now you know. So I believe that Bacon Strip is going to start. I think it's next week.
What?
I believe it's next week. Yeah.
Oh, my word.
It's always on the first
Saturday.
The first Saturday of the month?
Yes, first Saturday of the month.
Okay. So those of you who are seeing this and are in Germany, if you want to grab a ticket and fly on over.
Wow.
Yeah,
let us know.
Or in England.
That's a long way to fly.
Well, we would be happy to comp a ticket to you if you come from Europe.
Oh, wow. Sure.
Well, I will.
Okay.
If you come from Europe, all the way to see Bacon Strip,
we'll make it happen.
I'm going to make it happen for you.
Okay.
But how many contestants are you going to have this year?
We have 6 this year.
What?
It's huge. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's going to be an all-night affair.
Well, I kind of thought that some people would back out, but no, they're all saying they want to do it. So
that's just wonderful.
Oh,
that's great.
So we've got a lot, and then we've got our 2 judges, which are going to be Old Witch, Strawberry Shortcake.
By the way, Old Witch, the year she won, she didn't win, and then she re-won.
But she did.
But she won, but she didn't win.
She didn't.
And then she won.
Yes.
And I always refer to Miss Texas 1988.
Yes.
I always refer to her as the
Miss Bacon Strip that never was.
Well, I like to think of her as the Vanessa Williams of Bacon Strip.
That's true. She was.
She was Miss Bacon Strip. For less than 24 hours.
Less than 24
hours. And then
hours.
she wasn't.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for her, it didn't...
it worked out well because she just kept playing it for the whole year.
It was
beautiful.
She was marvelous.
An Old Witch would come in each one and just like rip the crown from her.
It was just great.
It was beautiful.
So how many Bacon Strip queens have there been?
Oh, I was afraid you were going to ask me that. I think we're more like 15 now. It's not as many, but
it's not 20.
No, it's not 20 yet.
And we know that because things don't start out like.
No.
Who was the first?
Jinx Monsoon.
Jinx was the first. I wondered about that.
She was the first.
Yeah.
We saw
and look what happened to her.
Yeah. Amazing that career has skyrocketed.
Well, and look, I'm an internationally known.
Internationally
known.
True.
Universally loved.
And most of the other Miss Bacon Strips have not gone homeless yet. So that's a good thing. Yeah.
So, if you win the Bacon Strip, there's a very good chance
pennies
that you will not be homeless.
Yeah, well, maybe. Maybe. I'm not going to guarantee anything.
We're not going to guarantee.
No.
But you've had some good ones. I always I love Apostrophe's makeup.
Yes.
And I love
classically trained clown.
Oh, and amazing.
Yes.
And in fact, a very good friend of the current
Miss
Bacon Strip, who, by the way, is the first bio queen, Bacon Strip.
She is a drag clown.
Oh, she
calls herself.
Marvelous. And her name is Shocktavia.
Shocktavia.
Yeah. And then there was, oh, gosh, there's been so many. Who else?
Well, we had Mother Oak was fun.
Oh, Mother Oak, yeah.
She was
Mother
amazing.
Oak.
We didn't get to see her much on stage.
She wasn't available to do as much.
She was very good.
Very
when
talented.
She was there.
Very
amazing. Then we had, of course, Bobby Jo Blessings.
Love her.
Yes. And Homo Arigato.
Homo Arigato.
And still doing stuff and still writing books and still going all over the place. Of course, we had Colony. Oh, we had Kuchi Banaka. And Strawberry Shortcake.
Oh, so fun.
Was also a Miss Bacon Strip. And
so fun.
Old Witch.
Yep.
And One. They're all.
There's just been
amazing,
a lot,
and each
and they're
one's
all
yes.
so different.
Yeah, they are.
You know, although none of them are quite as different as me.
That's true. You broke the mold,
I
girl.
did break the mold.
Broke it.
Listen, I don't know that there's ever been another queen of.
Your stature.
No. Yeah. And I'm clearly the shortest of all the the queens.
Yes. But you keep your hair big.
I do.
Yeah.
My hair's bigger than yours, and
it is. And I have that wig.
I really thought you would wear the big wig that that Roger made for you.
Yes.
You know, my hairdresser Roger loves to do wigs. Yeah, he's lovely. So, anyways, hey, I'm so excited to have you here. I really am.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, I just think the world of you, and I thank you for all the love that you've given to me and Louvel over the years.
Oh, of course.
And the support. You know, they literally let us take over their show.
Yeah.
And it was fun.
That was really fun.
I was dressed as Sylvia.
Yes, you were.
And Louvel was dressed as Honey Bouquet.
Yes.
And they were shocked. They showed up ready to do the show, and we were like, oh no, we're stolen. We've stolen the show.
They did. It was so fun. We just got to sit down and watch. It was beautiful.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, I hear you're going to stick around, and we're going to film. We're going to film the next episode of Bad Advice.
Okay.
It's because we do it separately now.
Oh.
Because people really liked the bad advice.
So many people.
We wanted to give them more time with the bad advice.
Sure.
So, normally around this time, I'll tell people, listen. Watch us on the YouTube, and watch for our clips on the Instagram.
Yes.
And the TikTok.
Yeah.
And then you also want to listen to us, if you're just in the car on your way to work or having some cereal in the morning.
Yeah.
You can listen to us on all the podcast places, the Spotify, the Amazon Music, the Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts from.
Wow.
We're on all of them, really.
All of them.
All of them. And if you just like clips, then you're missing the best parts.
True.
Yeah, it's true.
Got to dive deep into it.
Also, you can write us at the Punching Judys at gmail.com.
Oh.
And if you would like to know a little bit more about Sylvia and the Bacon Strip.
The Bacon Strip.
They can go to your website, which is
stayformore.com.
Stayformore.com,
all one word.
All right.
And then you can, if you want to see what the current show is, it's baconstripseattle.org.
No www.
No www.
It's just baconstripseattle.org.
.org.
Oh, she's drinking hairspray.
That's right. That's how I keep my hold from the inside out.
That's right. So usually around this time, we sing a little song.
Oh.
And I'm going to sing it to you.
I love that.
All right. Here we go.
Okay.
The time has come to say goodnight. It's later than you think. We've had some laughs, shared some fun, and toasted with some drinks. Until next time, we have to say, whenever that may be, please do that thing we always ask, and please subscribe for free. Good night. Have a great day. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Miss you already.